Well, here to show us a creative way to make an all-natural body soap that is also a great gift for the holidays, Sophie Giuliano.
Hey, so what? Want to be clean for the holidays? Is that the inspiration behind it?
The inspiration was actually the viewers, because a lot of you wrote in and said that you wanted me to, or wanted to know what you could use for skin that's extremely dry and itchy. Because at this time of year with the winter, you get itchy skin. And also, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I wanted to create something that people who are perhaps going through treatment can safely use. So it's fragrance-free, it's dye-free, nourishing ingredients, and makes a beautiful gift.
Yes, it does. All right, so we had some B-roll of you this morning actually making this.
Yeah, we did. So as you can see here, Christina, the soap is in two different layers. So this morning I made the rose clay layer, so we can take a look at how I did that.
Let's do that.
So I got my oatmeal melt and pour soap from Nature's Garden, and I cut it up like you would cut up a great block of chocolate. And then I put it in my melting pot where I make all my soaps and candles, and I put it over boiling water, and it takes not very long to melt, about 5-10 minutes tops to melt. Then I added to a bowl 2 teaspoons of vegetable glycerin, some rose clay.
Does it smell? Oh, it does.
And rose clay gives a beautiful color, but also it draws impurities out of the skin, and I made a paste with that, with the glycerin. Then I poured the oatmeal melt and pour soap. I added the rose clay.
You have to work pretty quickly at this point?
Yes, quite quickly. Then I added 3 different skin-loving oils, avocado, jojoba, and then I put it into the mold, like so. Spritzed it with alcohol, because that takes the bubbles away.
Oh.
And then I left it to set up.
How do you know that?
Look at that.
There we have it right here.
I never would have thought to put alcohol on it. How did you find that? Did you read about it?
Well, I make loads of soaps.
Do you? Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
very
That's
into
fascinating.
soap
She
making.
is soapy.
I'm soapy.
So now we're going to
Exactly.
call her from now on.
Soapy.
Soapy.
So we have here this, and it actually only takes 20 minutes to set up, but we did this one, you know, it doesn't matter if it takes a little bit longer. Now, let's make the second layer, the oatmeal layer. Now, the reason why I wanted to make oatmeal and put actual oats in it is that it's very good for itchy skin. Oats. You might have an oat bath or something. So what I've done here is I've melted another pound, the recipe is on the website, of this oatmeal melt and pour soap. So that is in there. Now to that, I'm going to add half a cup of ground,
Scared me a little bit.
and if you could just stir these in for
Of
me,
course.
Christina. So we're just adding those in there, and we're going to give it a good stir. So you get that great exfoliant with the oats. Now to that, I'm going to add...
Nice and warm.
Yes, a little bit of these oils, Christina. We have avocado oil, which I'm adding half a teaspoon. This is very, very nourishing for your skin. Jojoba oil, again, it mimics the sebum in the skin, so very moisturizing. And then we have a little bit of vitamin E oil, very good for dry skin.
Well, you put just a little in, don't you?
Just
You
a
don't put too
little.
much.
And Mark, you could add fragrance if you wanted to. I have natural lavender and rose, but
They're bubbles.
you know, yeah, it's
See, that's
bubbles,
what
yeah.
I see.
Okay, now
It's like
what?
porridge.
It is. It smells so good,
Yeah,
doesn't
it does.
Thank you, Christina. Now,
It's
what
very
I'm
hot,
going
so
to
you
do
just be
here,
careful.
yes, it's fine. I have asbestos hands. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to spritz the top of this with a little bit more alcohol
Okay.
here. The reason is that you want the layers to stick together, and that's how we're going to get them to stick. Then we're going to add this layer, gluck, 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 in there. Thank you very much. And then we're going to leave that, but before we leave it, we're going to add oats to the top. And if you could help me do that, Christina, we're just going to add the oats all over the top.
Is there a trick to getting it out? Does it just pop out of that mold?
It does. It actually does pop out. So let me just put that to one side. So Christina, here we have the finished one right here. This I would leave to set for about 4 or 5 hours. I actually leave mine overnight just to make absolutely sure.
Room temperature?
Room temperature.
Okay.
Yep. And when you're done, boom.
Easy.
And it
That's
looks like
simple. It just pops right.
Yeah,
Where do you find the molds?
And the molds, you get all these from Nature's Garden or any online soap making
okay.
supply. And then, Mark, this is really fun because it really is like cutting cheese. I've used a little crinkle cutter
Mark's
here.
good at cutting the cheese.
Oh, come on, Mark. Come and
Go
cut
ahead,
some
Mark.
cheese.
Go
Come
ahead.
on. So while you do that,
Go ahead.
okay. So you just cut there, cut it as straight as you can. This is my favorite part of soap making. Oh, Mark, he's being silly.
Oh, it's hard.
Steiners, it's not. It's really easy.
Voila.
Beautiful. Now, here comes the fun gift part, all right? And this is where at home you can stock up with for your holiday gifts. Now, what I did here was I got some remnants from a fabric store because I wanted to save a lot of money. Okay, these cost me next to nothing. I'm using pinking shears to cut around the edges because it's no-sew and I don't want it to fray. Then I'm popping a little bar of soap in there, and I'm going to make a little fabric bundle like so that we're going to wrap a... No, Mark, not you.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you need me to jump in on that too?
Yeah, and thank you.
Okay.
Actually, if you could. Beautiful. And then we're going to do that, and then you can put a little rose, or you can do the rustic string, and then you have
lovely in a gift basket. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's beautiful. How much versus buying versus making it yourself?
Well, these cost about $1.50 to make, and they cost anything from $5 to $10 to buy.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, if you would like more information, you can visit SophieUliano.com, and also you can go to our Pinterest.
Visit who?
Soapy. Just call Home and Family, ask for Soapy. She'll answer all your questions.
We have a shelter dog that needs to be rescued. We're doing it all month long. Come and adopt next.